Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Clair Obscur. Last time I got myself completely lost in this beautiful, beautiful area. This time, instead of getting ourselves lost in the location, we're gonna get ourselves lost by getting absolutely destroyed. Well, maybe. For a completely optional area, it's got a cutscene. Looked like I got some major frame drops there. I missed. All right, revive you.
Sorry, I failed.
Quick strike with you. Let's see if I can not fail miserably. There we go. All right, he absorbs earth, so that's fun. Let's start with ice. To apply slow, he is weak to ice, so that is good information to have. And there's the mark. And what are we gonna do here? Berserk Slash will actually be effective right now, so let's do that.
Let us stay.
Lots of damage there. Right, that's not going to help. Items, we are going to give you an energy tint, so you can do something on your next turn. There we go. He's going to absorb some of that, but it's not a huge deal. Let's get shell on everybody. You can see the amount of variation we get with the roulette there. And like I said when we first got it, it's got an interesting effect because... Was I talking about? My brain just stops working in the middle of conversations all the time at this point. I think I need a doctor. Yeah, I forget what I was talking about. Anyway, I'll figure it out at some point, maybe. Let us do the most damage we can do. Alright, applying wildfire. Also weak to fire. Good information to have. Get free damage off here. Back to balanced. Kind of want to do... You're not going to be able to do it on this turn anyway. Yeah, the amount of damage that you get from the roulette picto. Because when you deal more damage, you deal 200% damage, and when you deal less, you only deal 50%. So you're either doubling or halving, but if you add them together, you end up getting more damage in the long run. Normal attack.
I'll manage.
And then paradigm shift. I missed.
Overflowing with energy.
I kind of wanted to use you to do other things, but revive it is. That's not the one I wanted to press, video game.
Here we go again.
Let's see if I can not be terrible.
Your turn to dance.
Apparently I can't stop being terrible.
Overflowing with energy.
Let's try this again. You know what? Let's do ice. I want to get slow on him. Perfect break.
Break.
Really? Huh. Could have swore that would have been enough to break him, but I guess not. That will be enough to break him. And a little more burn, and he's down. And for defeating him, we get Polished Chroma Catalyst, we get Energizing Attack 1, and a weapon.
We lay the trail.
And we get a foot for Monoco. Knew there was a reason I wanted to bring him here. Alright, we still don't have another new weapon for you. We got a level up of switch to defensive on turn start if stanceless. The problem is something like this only works if I decide to already use one of your other weapons like this one. So it's kind of a pointless, like it's a factor I would like to have in combination with this one, which is what a lot of the weapons tend to do. Like a lot of the weapon effects would work really well together if they happen to be usable. And I never put anything back on you. My brain doesn't work. I wanted combo attack on you. Put that back on. You're working on two things. Leave that on so you actually do something at the start of the fight. Monoco, we will take teamwork off and throw whatever I just got. Energizing attack. 1 extra AP from base attack. You know what? That makes way more sense to put on you. We'll take this off for it. It moved. Why did it move? There we go. All right, so we have combo, energizing attack. I don't need the fighting alone one, so we'll put that back on. Yeah, that'll work really well with his Dualiso weapon, so that, yeah, that should work out quite well. All right, was there anything else up here? I don't think so. If you go over here, you will see that is the exit. We will come back in a moment because we've actually missed on doing something. So let's run back. This one, where we came in, was actually over here out of the cave. If we go over here, this is one of the areas we can actually fall down. So let's see what this guy's up to. Chromatic orphan something or other. Let us start by reviving.
I won't waste this.
Nope. I hit way too soon. This guy
Brace
inflicts
yourself.
exhaust. That's unfortunate.
Danger.
Oh no, he inflicts blight. Blight is a stat effect that reduces the max HP of the character. It's possible to be affected by multiple instances of blight. Each instance reduces maximum health by 10%. So it reduces your maximum HP instead of your current HP, which eventually will completely nuke your ability to do much of anything. You'll notice how they all are different, but the amount of HP is the same. They have a pooled HP, like pooled HP pool. So it doesn't matter which one you hit. You'll notice that this one has a leg we can get. And so does this one. Oh no, hold up. The other two are separate. My bad. We have the main one and then we have the two side ones. So let's see what we can manage here. We want to go... I'm going to waste his normal attack on something there. And then I think we'll do Radiant Slash because it's going to hit all enemies.
Let the ink flow.
And then we will do Wildfire. There we go.
Get ready.
Not sure I actually missed that, but okay, if you say so. That one is very audio-based. Oops. You don't wait for the full sound on that one. You actually try and hear a little bit before. As soon as the sound starts changing, that's like when the build-up starts, that's when you go for it. Can I get a turn, please?
Let us stain them.
Revive me. Revive me. We got regen, which is going to show me again because I'm bad and I keep dying. Item. Energy tint on you since you have no AP at the moment. Nope. I missed. Well, I'm back on my feet for the moment.
I'm ready.
I knew I was going to get my ass kicked at some point. I can't seem to get the timing on that one. We've got a couple of stacks here. Let us... Again, do we want to do Wildfire? I think we want to do Wildfire. Because the burn is basically run out. And the burn was useful, and when it does that, it does a lot of damage. Alright. Should have done the normal attack first. We seem to be having a better chance at killing the main guy than the side guys. Ow! That hurt.
Oh well.
That hit everybody. Alright, last attempt here. We're on heavy mask, so I'm going to go for this. I would have liked to have gotten Lune up before that, but that's fine. We'll do that now. I should have done the normal attack first. Blight stacks do not disappear on death. I am realizing this now. Burn stacks. There we go. Harry is bringing me out of a hole.
That's more like it.
Too soon.
Getting spicy.
I need Monoco to survive this, so... let's see... I'm gonna hit you, so I would like to get you closer to a spot where I can break you. What did your... Switches to Almighty Mask. Let's do... this one.
Cut him down.
Oh, he already had a... No. Why didn't he get another turn? He has a lot of blight stacks on. Let us go for Radiant Slash.
Let us stain them.
And what else? I think Wildfire is still my best bet. It's doing good damage.
Just try it.
Almost got him, and it's mostly through counters. Now, well, you're dead, so I don't need to worry about that, but... Let's see, we're not dead yet. Do I use this opportunity to heal, or do I just try and finish them? Yeah, let's do as much damage as we can.
Cut him down.
And...
Break.
enough? Not quite. Ice Lance, finish him off. There we go. He had 146 HP left. That was a much more difficult fight than it really had any reason to be. I made that so much more difficult than it had to be. But it was fun at least. And we got a bunch of different feet for Monoco, which is very nice. I don't think there's anything else hiding in here. We did get a new weapon. And that weapon is for you. After using a skill, skills of all other ailments deal 20% increased additional damage, resets using a skill of a previous element. So up to, I guess, 80%? I don't think non-elemental counts, so I think it's just the 4 base elements that we're talking about here. Well, that does way more attack power. And we get additional damage this way as long as we use something that consumes sustain, which is most times. So that's pretty much the same thing, except for better. If we'd gotten this earlier, this probably would have gotten some use out of me. It's also lightning elemental. But yeah, basically we already have that, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Let's take a look. We can take Death Bomb off you now. Put on anything else. What should we put on you? Yeah, we'll just do Piercing Shot just for the stats. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly all this is. It almost looks molten, whatever it is. We can't seem to do anything with it. There's these balloons. Looks like they were kind of working on it. I wonder if that'll ever be important or make sense later. Anyway, there are 2 exits out of here. And I would like to show what both of them do. Because this one contains chroma.
Lovely.
And over there is the access that we had to going up and talking to the faceless boy. So that drops us back into an area we've already been to. But I do want to show what's on the other side. Because on the other side of here, I believe there is also an item, if I remember correctly. And I think it puts us out into not the same place, but same type of location. Is there no item here? There is no item here. This puts us out in somewhat of a similar area. Yeah, see, we would have dropped out right here otherwise. Yeah, I don't need to fight you. We already fought you guys. Everybody in here has already been fought. So yeah, we've explored every side of it. The only thing left to do is basically to leave. Okay, we're back, and I just wanted to show you that I am going out the back side of the area. That will be important because once we go through the back side of the area, we arrive on a different side. And here we get another one of these things that brings us down to the bottom side if we so desire to do that. But before we head down there, I don't think there's any items on the ground here. We have the Lost Woods. We're heading back to Zelda now.
Well, that will help.
Glass house. All right, so that will cover everything that we can do in there. I don't think there's any items around here. Before we do anything else, going to camp, we need to make some adjustments. And that will be done here. As for attributes, I threw some stuff in. Any characters that were fast, I gave might to. Any characters that were slow, I gave speed to. This is what it looks like. It really doesn't matter. Agility is still the best stat. Put everything into agility and you're fine. Learn skills. We can finally learn Terraquake. I don't think I've ever used this ability. It might be terrible. We will find out. I like the idea of it turning Lune into this absolute break machine, and especially in combination with Monoco there with his ability. I think this could be really useful. Over here, I am going to put points into skills that are not very good because I don't normally use them, and, well, the options are either that or we just put them into things that are, you know, good, and then it's kind of boring as we just destroy everything. This one's not that great, but I'm not going to grab it right now. What I am going to grab is Ascending Assault. This one, you would think it would be good, and I did think it was good on my first playthrough until I realized it wasn't. 250% damage, uses weapons element, deals 30% more damage per previous cast of the spell up to 150%. So that's over double. The problem is that it doesn't really become economical because it costs 5 AP unless you spend the entire time in S rank. So it has limited uses, but in longer boss fights it can be valuable. Speed Burst, 250% light base damage over 5 hits. Yeah, with the change to the update to the mod, it now doesn't show the amount per hit, which normally it would have been 50% light damage, 5 hits, and now it's 250% over 5 hits. So you have to divide that by, you know, for each one for some reason. Anyway, it is what it is. Damage increased by the speed difference with the target up to 100% more. There is no way that you can figure out what the speed difference is, nor, like, there is a formula for calculating this. I've found it online. I have no interest in trying to figure out which enemies it would work particularly well against. So basically it is a light base attack that does 250% damage over 5 hits. And at C rank, it does 100% more damage. That's basically it. It's nowhere near as useful as you might think it could be, but we will give it a try, mainly because I almost never used it. I still need to work in that into your build. We already dealt with you. Here, I am going to add Bad Omen into the mix, just because it's going to be useful because she is currently in the party and Lune is not. If Lune is in the party, then we basically just get a better ability to do exactly that, if I can find my thing, by just using not Grim Harvest, but Searing Bond, because this will basically apply an even higher amount of damage to all enemies. We'll take off Firing Shadow and put on Dark Almond instead. It's still decent. It'll apply 2 Foretell on hit, so that will be 4 for each of the enemies. And it does 200% damage. This would do 250% damage. and will have 5 foretell instead. This also has less break damage, but it means that she can do it alone and apply foretell to everyone without having Lune in the party to wildfire first. Speaking of Lune, Terra Quake, let's take off Thunderfall because I'm not really using it at this point anyway. It really makes her a very earth-heavy attacker. But it's just the abilities that she happens to have right now because I decided to go so heavily into it. So the way that this works is it does damage as the first cast, and then for 3 turns after, Lune will deal additional damage to all enemies on, I believe it's her turn start, and they receive 50% more break damage as well. This might be on the turn that the enemies have on their turn start. It could be on Lune's turn start. I cannot recall. But anyway, it allows us to do additional break damage, which might make it a lot easier for us to break certain enemies. So we'll leave it there and we'll try it and we'll see how useful that it ends up. You know what? I'm going to take that off and replace it with Mayhem so I have different options. Yeah, so that should be good there. For Verso, we learned some new stuff. What should we swap on you? Radiant Slash I don't actually need, so we'll do the Light Burst one there, and we'll take off Marking Shot to do Sending Assault. Even though Marking Shot's probably better. We'll do that. We still have a couple of light-based attacks. Looking for a little bit more variety. Let's see. No, I still don't like a lot of your other weapons. Anyway, I think that's probably good. I don't think there's any new conversations at this point in time. So we will head over here. And take a look at expedition resources. We have 79 of them. Oh, fun. I like to keep them all the same. It's my OCD. There we go. The reason they're not exactly the same is because Lune is a higher level. As you can see. Monoco is also a higher level. Do I need to give him one more? My OCD, I can't not. Have to do it. Upgrade weapons. Do we want to upgrade any of the weapons we currently have? We do not have a lot of Resplendent Chroma Catalyst, so probably not. Let's see. Does that make a big difference? Increased base attack damage. That's actually useful for it. It only costs 1. And since he's going to use a lot of his base attacks with this weapon, I think I'm going to do that. So we make that upgrade there. Let's see. Do we want to upgrade our burn capability? You're not really doing a lot of base attacks. That's probably not the best. Oh yeah, I was going to try and make it work with your defensive weapon. So let's do that one. Again, she's not really going to do a lot of base attacks. But anyway, we'll call that good enough. Probably should have turned on music. Did we do this one? If not, we're going to do this one now. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we've talked to everybody. Yeah, we don't need to do anything there. I should have turned that on earlier because we're not going to hear the song very much. But I need to go and play around with my setup now. But before we do that... Actually, you know what? I'll just do it now. Okay, I made a bunch of changes. I'm not going to talk about any of them. I am just going to basically show you what I've got. You want to figure out what I'm doing? Pause. Give you a second to take a look. I've finally set up my L with her kind of defensive build. And the focus on most characters, sweet kill, and the most important thing, energizing parry, which just doubles the amount of AP we get for parrying. It basically fixes a lot of our lack of having AP issues, and that's how that goes. These are the skill setups, the weapon setups, the Pictos setups. And yeah, that should be pretty much all there is. The one thing I didn't double check is some of the new abilities we got here. We can apply a powerful and also get some AP. So this is actually a rather valuable ability to have. The only downside to it is it's another caster ability, and I've already got 2 of those on there. Well, you know what? I'm going to swap that for the heal, which I've never used. And I think that's all the new ones. That'll make life easier. Oh, I also swapped up. I put CL in the party with Verso and Monoco. Again, anytime I choose specific characters, it's usually just going to be there for primarily just for level reasons. Rushing Cavern. Was this the one that had an item back here? No, it didn't. Okay. I think we were already rested, but we'll do it anyway. It's only a little bit dark in here. Thanks, Lune. Now I can see where I'm going. Oh, look, there's something over there. Wonder what that is. Oh, it's a lantern. Ooh, item. Nope.
It's an ambush.
Yeah. They don't do a bad job of scaring the ever-loving crap out of you, though. Giant sapling. Okay, first things first. Rush.
Let's speed things up.
And we still have the Dualiso, so do I want to go for the 2 attacks? No, I'm going to use Quick Strike first.
My, what lovely fate.
You're starting to creep me out with that, Monoco. Not going to lie. To each their own, but still. Let's set up Mark. Oh, it's one of these.
Take your shot.
Plus.
Oh, really?
Oh, I missed the timing on all of those. This isn't going to end well, is it? Because I literally can't do anything. I won't be able to do anything, so we'll do a normal attack. Again, we're still exhausted. We get to play again, but we don't get anything out of it. So we will attack again. You may have thought that I planned out for this fight. The answer is no. The answer is I planned out for cool-looking strategies and then decided to go here and forgot that this guy did what he does. We apply defenseless. This is one of those fights where my L would have been nice to remove all of those with an ability that I have not learned for her. And exhaust really sucks. So let's go for items, energy tints on... Let's put it on Monoco so that he can do something. And then let's waste it all by getting rid of all of your defenses. And then try and break you. Okay, we've got lots of AP on you. So let's go like that. Do our couple of attacks. And what are we going to do here? Let's show off Speed Burst. Damage isn't terrible. Alright, my rush on everyone else is expired, so we'll reapply. Those are getting really close really quickly.
See ya. Incoming.
Careful now.
I missed on so many of them, and I really kind of wanted to be able to break you. Okay. At least we'll get... Oh no, you were gaining AP. Why were you gaining AP? Thought you were exhausted. Monoco is definitely exhausted. There we go. Reapply that defenseless. And we will do item on you so you can do something on your next turn, since I seem to have an issue being able to get you to do that. Okay. You can see what applying energizing parry does, or is it energizing parry? Either way, we got lots of AP. He's got another one. I think it's the Picto on his that he actually has the Picto for right now that I'm still working on. He gets double the amount from normal attacks, so just he's able to maintain a massive amount of AP. We will go with Ascending Assaults. Ooh, not bad. The walls are going to crush me.
He likes you.
Oh, more shields. All right, we got the defenseless on again. What do we want to do here? I think we'll go for Searing Bond.
Take this.
And you are not going to break the enemy, unfortunately. I will have to do my normal attack first. And now I can break the enemy. There we go.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure if the walls have a separate turn or if they work on his turn. But either way... Let's see... Yeah, let's go for damage time, I think. Yeah, let's go for damage.
Your fate is sealed.
Okay, you're no longer stunned. Do I apply powerful? Now let's set up Mark. All right, we're in Twilight. And I think we do Searing Bond. And then on your next turn, we're going to go for the big damage. You're in S. Ascending Assault. Uh-oh.
Not today.
Your turn to shine.
I am really bad at dodging those. That's not really going to change anything, but it's the most damage you can do. And not that that does much. You were exhausted, which sucks because I really wanted you to use Phantom Blade here. Bad Omen?
I see you.
You're outmatched.
Let's... Couple of hits. First attack of the Dualiso, and he fell down. Whew. For defeating him, Polished Chroma Catalyst and Solidifying. Gain 2 shields when falling below 50% health once per battle. This is a valuable thing to have. Also, we're not dead, which is nice. But yeah, admittedly, the first time I came in here on my first playthrough, it's one of those things that those eyes just right in your face, like, oh, okay. I'm okay. Where do I want to put that? Everyone kind of has the stuff I want them to have. Hold up. The revival. No, I don't need that. We can take that off for solidifying. There we go. All right, now I don't remember. Where or if there were items on the ground floor of this. It is very dark in here. Oh, that is the extent of that. Okay. To be honest, I might have killed him so fast by the time when I found him in my previous playthrough that these never opened up enough for me to do that. That's entirely possible. But yeah, as you can see, the bodies have hit the floor. This is not a good area to be stuck in. Okay, so that will take us back on out of the area. We will want to do that eventually, but you remember we did see something, so we would like to go pick that up. Which means we go around here. We, for some reason, don't get the prompt. And here's that. Over here. This leads us down where, this is where we walked in and we saw that thing on the floor there right before we fell. So that's where we'll come in a moment. But what we want to do...
Cassandra, 45th. Oh shit, they were all crushed. If Timote hadn't pushed me out of the way. But both my legs are crushed as well. And I don't know how much longer I have. I wish I could have avenged you all. If anyone finds this journal, do not enter this cave. The Nevron inside will crush you.
Yeah, it seems to have done that to a lot of expeditions. Here is the other side of the path that we saw before. Like, we just picked up the little purple doodad there. So yeah, that's the other side. That's the part of the floor that collapsed. So we can either drop down there and then go up the rope there, or we can go this way, which will put us back on our side here. And you can see the hole in the ground there now. There is a rope that will bring us up here. I'm not going to bother showing it off, but we already saw where it was down below. It does allow you to get out of here if you decide to fall in and can't beat the boss. So the game is very nice that way. That's not what I wanted to press, but okay. I don't need to rest. Nice sunset. And with that, I think we will call her a day. After all the time I spent in the menus there. This has been a rather long recording. But let's open the map real quick here. So we dealt with Crushing Cavern. We dealt with the Yellow Harvest. Pretty much everything on the main island that we can deal with now. Obviously not this. We'll have to do that later. But it's all been dealt with. We have not been up here. So anyway, that's pretty much all for this one. And sadly, I'll see you guys next time.